Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new, I hope you will join my other subscribers by clicking that subscribe button and the bell notification so that you are notified anytime I post content. Now today I'm going to be recycling or upcycling, I'm not sure which term should be used, but I have 3 nesting boxes that I found at a thrift store that were just calling my name and begging me to remake them. So I'm going to apply a base of black gesso. I don't know if I should be doing this, but I thought I should if I'm going to prep a canvas with some gesso, like if I was going to use acrylic paint somewhere else, I would want the surface prepared. So I thought, well, I'm going to do it with black gesso. I've been dying to use this product, and I thought this project is perfect because I want to do a white relief on a black surface. So I'm going to paint all the boxes with the black gesso, and this will help me see if I have any pieces of that floral print coming through before I apply the black acrylic paint. After I let the black gesso cure for about a day, I wanted to make sure it was totally dry. I am applying the black acrylic paint. Now I know black acrylic or acrylic paint in general can dry pretty fast, so I wasn't too worried about continuing on with painting, but I wanted to really make sure that the gesso was cured and ready to go. So the black acrylic paint I'm using is just a dollar store acrylic paint. I think it's the DecoArt brand. Anyway, I'm going to just paint all the boxes, the covers and the bases, and let them dry before I move on to the next step. And here we have our 3 boxes: Baby Bear, Mama Bear, and Papa Bear. Now off to the backyard to get some stencils. I'm lucky I have some vines growing in the backyard, so I'm just going to get some leaves of varying sizes that I want to use for my stencils. So my plan is to have different sizes because I want larger leaves for the larger boxes, then kind of going down till I get to the smallest box. So I wanted a large variety of different size leaves. The next step in the project is to now add my stencils. So I'm going to apply paint to the leaf, and then I'm going to apply the leaf to the box. Sometimes I'm using a paper towel, or sometimes I'm using a bare piece of scrap paper, just so that I could smooth out the leaf and not get my hands dirty. But as you see, that my hands do get dirty because I have gloves. But every time I start a project, or most times, let's be real, I will forget to use the gloves and I just start going in with my hands. So there will be paint under my nails. There will be paint all over my hands. So throughout this video, for this part anyway, you're going to be seeing the gloves appearing and reappearing as I remember to put them on, or sometimes I've had to take them off because the leaf got crinkled or I couldn't grab the stem just quite right. So I had to take a glove off just so I can grab the leaf with my nails and then pull it off. I wanted to add a flower or something different to the box, not just the ivy leaves. I found this wild daisy out on one of my walks. It didn't quite work out the way I wanted. Maybe I used too much paint. I think that was the issue. I should have used maybe more of a dry brush technique to apply the paint. But hey, it was an experiment. As the leaves were getting smaller, I don't know if it was because they were drying out or wilting, but they became more difficult to paint on. So maybe I should have tried to get fresher leaves. I did think maybe if I used dried ones, it would have worked better, but then I couldn't bend them around the corners of the box like I'm doing here. So it is what it is, but it did turn out well for the large leaves. But the little leaves, the smaller I went, as I said, I don't know if it was because of the wilting that the leaves became more difficult to use, but they did. Now I am liking the effect of the white leaf stencil on the box, but I think it needed something more to make it pop. So my idea was to add some detailing, but not a lot, just a little bit. So I thought I could add some gold and just sort of maybe trace a bit of the veining of the leaves. And I'm really liking this effect. But, and there's a big but, the gold is looking nice, isn't it? I really like this effect. But have you figured out what I did wrong yet? What are your guesses? All right, time to apply some sealant to protect the paint. I had some Aleene's Right On gloss paint or sealant, so I'm going to use that on the boxes. All right, if you haven't guessed, here's a clue. I used a water-based sealant over top of watercolor. Yes, that's right. I went and applied the gold, which is a watercolor paint. I didn't even realize it. I just grabbed the gold and went to town. And all the other paints are acrylic. So if you've used watercolor, and I have, and I should have known this, but I didn't remember that I'd chosen a watercolor paint, and the water-based sealant sort of lifted off some of the watercolor paint and spread the gold flecks around. But hey, it worked out because I loved the effect. The gold didn't get entirely lifted off the box, but it did spread a little bit around, and there's still some detail, which I love. Thank you for joining me again for another video. I hope you will subscribe and you will leave me a comment and a like. Thank you ever so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.